Hello, this is It's a Wonderful Homestead, and I'm going to do an update on our spring garden. Here's our sugar snap pea box, and when we left to Florida, we didn't put a trellis up for the sugar snap peas, so we're going to be doing that. And then here are some small plants of sugar snap peas. And then we are going to weed and plant another batch of sugar snap peas in this row. Here's our lettuce box, and we have some small lettuces. And then there's a big bush of lettuce right there. And then we have our Swiss chard, this is our first year growing, so this is a new experience for us. This is our Swiss chard, and we're going to be planting some more down that row too. So we're going to weed and plant some more lettuce, and weed and plant some more Swiss chard. And then at the end of this box, we're going to be putting in some cilantro and basil that we bought pre-started at a nursery. Then this box has 3 tomato plants that we planted the other day, and this variety is Sweet 100 tomatoes, which they're like little cherry tomatoes. So we love this variety because when we're working outside, we'll just like come and pop some tomatoes in our mouth. So we love this variety, and we have 3 plants growing in here. I separated the cilantro into 3 plants, and it looks pretty thirsty right now, but we'll water it and hopefully it'll come back to life a bit. I'm just digging this hole. There we go. Okay, so the cilantro is in, and now I'm digging holes for the basil. I already dug 1, 2, and then I'm going to do a 3rd one. Now I'm going to tear these 3 plants apart. So we have this pre-started basil, and if you find a good plant, then it will come with 3 stems, as you can see. And we separate the 3 stems because basil is very hardy, so you can separate it, and they will usually take. They've taken every year that we've grown it. Oh, it smells so good. Basil's got to be like my favorite smell. It's so good. So there's 1 plant, and then you just break it apart. They come right apart. Every year we've grown basil, which has been for a couple years now. It has grown. So we do basil every single year we do a garden. So when you're planting basil, we like to pick off these bottom leaves so that they don't mold by the moisture of the soil. And then you want to bury basil pretty deep, but not as deep as tomatoes. So I'm going to do this one. And just these little plants will go into big bushes, and they smell so good every time you come out into the garden. My brother is making a small trench in the soil, and then we'll put a row of sugar snap peas so that they'll come up a little bit later than these ones. Now that we have finished 2 little trenches, we are going to plant some sugar snap peas. Here you go. And no, sugar snap peas are not normally red, but they're treated with Captain. Pink Captain. And this is a very good variety. We get these ones every year. And they're always delicious.
So the first row we have is red leaf lettuce, and the second one is green mist. So we're going to fill in this spot right here. Okay, draw a line right here and fill it in. and then we'll do red and green. Sound good?
Yes. Now I am completing the row of Swiss chard. We already have a couple plants going right there. This is what the Swiss chard seeds look like. Now I'm going to water the garden. And it's not working. There it goes. And so we finished planting some sugar snap peas and lettuce. And then we planted some more Swiss chard. And we also already started basil and already started cilantro. So I'm going to finish watering the garden and then I'm going to go inside and wash my fingernails.
Thank you for your help.